Welcome to the WiseDome podcast, a series that is so much more than just a podcast series. This is a movement towards a lifestyle you know you deserve. It's all about the ease of inspiring and sharing your knowledge and experiences online. I'm your host, Nikki, and I have always admired those who share their wisdom, those who have decided to inspire others. Just like my guests, I found my version of inspiring others by sharing my wisdom and created a lifestyle I wanted, and I'm going to share all the secrets for how you can too. On this show, you'll find inspiration, motivation, and advice from experts, as well as valuable tips on how to get started or improve your business. Let's dive into how you can begin and grow your wisdom business. Remember, inspiring others looks different for everyone. How will you inspire? Hi there, you're listening to the WiseDome podcast with Nikki. And today, this episode is just a short one, but I felt like, recording this and putting it up just for the main reason of, when we have an idea, we have a passion for something, we've got experience in a particular area and so forth. And, we have this insight to, hey, let's start sharing this online with other people. Many of us who go through that wonder, how on earth do we start? And what I just want to share with you today is just a very short little, tip, list of things, actionable steps as we call it, on how to sort of start sharing your knowledge online. And I think we can all agree that, knowledge is power, and sharing your knowledge does empower other people, but a lot of us just don't know where to start. So the first thing I want to share with you is just get out there, take those little baby steps. And in this episode, I'll explain to you, I guess, just the simple points of, what to ask yourself, how to come up with your answers and filter those answers into something that you can actually share online. So let's get started. And the best thing to start off with is to ask yourself, what are you actually passionate about? We all have something that drives us and something that gets us up in the morning and keeps us going even when we're tired. And this is something that, who knows what it is, but for you, it's just a passion. It's a drive that you have and that you love talking about, a topic you love talking about, that you have experience in, that you have knowledge about. And when sharing your knowledge, start with a topic that, like I said, you're passionate about. It will make the information that you share more engaging to your audience, and they themselves will be able to feel your genuine excitement about the topic. And this will make your audience pay more attention to your message and learn to build trust in you. The first step is to find your niche. And a niche is a market segment that could be interested in a specific product or service that you might be thinking about sharing online. And as a knowledge sharer, you can find your niche by asking yourself what problem that you actually solve out there through the knowledge that you have that you want to share. So, for example, if you're into effective communication, you can share valuable tips on how to be a better public speaker. You can share the best practices, techniques, and even templates to help your audience become more effective communicators. So the next step is to think about, what experiences do you have that will make you more effective in sharing your knowledge? What experience do you have that make you more efficient in sharing your knowledge? Sharing your experiences through stories makes you more relatable to your audience. It helps you add that human connection to an otherwise boring presentation, let's say, because you have passion for it. You've got a bit more character when you talk and expression in when you're trying to pass on a message. The next thing is to think about what problem you're actually solving for your target audience. The best thing you can do out there, and this is what I do with many of our guests that come onto the WiseDome podcast, is we share our successes our failures, and everything in between. And this allows others just to see that you're human, just like them, and that you understand what they're going through. This connection makes people want to listen to you and learn from you. Trust me, because it makes their experience more memorable and pleasant. And knowing that they're not doing this all themselves, they're not the only ones who are going through this, makes it so much easier. Now, once you've come up with, what you're passionate about, who you'll be talking to, and how you're helping them, now it's time to actually just come up with actual content that you want to provide. And there's so many different ways to provide content out there. You know, you can monetize it, you can share it for free with people. The best thing that you can do, and I really suggest this, and a lot of our guests have suggested this, is you want to build up trust out there. You want to build up a profile of yourself. And by doing that is just really getting out there. And the first way of getting out there is simply social media is the number one way. Obviously, you've got a huge audience out there on social media. And ways of getting yourself out there on social media is the little baby steps. If you want to just create posts where you're just offering little tips on posts, visuals. Otherwise, you can take it to the next step and add a little bit of audio, record yourself, add those audios to posts, or even record yourself in video and put up little stories, reels, whatever it is on social media, just little tidbits. They could be 1 minute long, not even if you want to. And that will actually build up, mix it up, obviously, if you want to, but mix it up with posts and reels and audios if you can on social media. That's the first most easiest way of getting yourself out there and start sharing your knowledge. And if you want to take it to the next level of monetizing or creating actual content that people download online from you, well, you just move into actually like creating Word documents if you want to in the simplest form, PDFing them and putting it out there on social media as, hey, you can download this from me. There are so many platforms out there that allow you to do that, to share your content, to create memberships in and so forth. And I can go in that later down the track on another episode. But today I just really wanted to share with you, it is very simple to just start getting your knowledge out there with people online. And the first steps are obviously with yourself, writing things down, coming up with ideas of what it is that you want to share. What are you passionate about? How are you going to share it out? How are you going to share your information out there and so forth? But I know it can be difficult to find a platform where you want to host or protect your content and so forth. And there are a lot of platforms out there. And yes, I am the founder of a learning management and content management and engagement management platform, which allows memberships, course creators, and coaches and so forth alike to share their content in a secure and scheduled manner with a community. And that platform is called WISDOME. But I'm not here to promote that. But what I'm trying to let you know is that there are platforms out there that will help you launch and grow your knowledge business and so forth. Keep that drive going and keep that message, alive by getting out there, showing up, networking. And there are so many different ways of sharing your knowledge out there. Obviously, going online and just checking a few things out, you'll find your way, the way that you prefer, and you'll grow. You might not want to do videos right now. You might be happy just doing audios or even just posting a couple of little things here and there. But slowly, slowly, you'll get used to it. You'll get more confident with how you share your knowledge, what you're sharing, the next steps, etc., etc. But for now, I just really wanted to make sure that anyone who is listening realizes it's not scary, or it can be scary, sorry, but it's not hard. Don't fear it because you just need to get out there. And if some people don't agree with you, some people don't agree with you, but you may actually have just that one person who comes across your message and you change them. So I really am all about making sure people are aware that if you've got a passion, you have experience in something and you have knowledge in something and you need to share it, go out there and share it. It doesn't matter how you share it. Whatever makes you comfortable in how you share your things, and be comfortable that way. If you're not a confident person, being in front of a camera. Well, then you don't have to be in front of a camera. People will get your message as long as they hear the passion behind your message. So get started. Write down your list of things that you love and that you feel that you can, share out there with the world based on your knowledge and experience. Find out who's out there that needs this help. Why do they need this help? What problem are you solving for those people? And then work out how you prefer to share it with those people. Get going, get out there, and I wish you all the best. And, if you want to learn more about finer details on how to actually start a membership, create your courses online, become a coach and so forth, join our membership that we have on the WiseDome. It's just a little membership fee of, I think, $5 a month. And that gives you access to more episodes, more information, downloadables and so forth, and even some offers that some of our guests are providing to just our paid members. So if you want to join up, we'll have a bit of information up there now, and you'll get a whole lot of information, like I said, in our membership right now. But as of January next year, we'll be uploading a lot of guests' tips, tricks, and so forth as coaches themselves to help boost your awareness and knowledge in your knowledge business that you want to build yourself. All right, guys, that's enough from me, Nikki Kelly on the WiseDome. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening to the WiseDome podcast. If you enjoyed and have been inspired by this episode and you'd like to support the podcast, do subscribe and please share it with others. Post about us on social media or leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from me, Nikki Kelly, you can follow me on Instagram at WiseDome Podcast, WISEDOME Podcast. I'm Nikki Kelly. Thanks again, and we'll catch up next time.